So hello again. It's Monday, 30th of July 2018. This is Berlin office from Admiral Markets. Jens Schanowski is my name. We are a big international broker, and today we like to inform you with the first of 3 special webinars about the new regulation in the European Union. It's about ESMA regulation, about for all CFD traders in the whole European Union. We will have 2 moderators. One is located in the Berlin office, and the second one will be Michael Onhoff. And yeah, I guess I give the word directly to Michael, and he will route you through the webinar. This first one will be about all the questions you might have about ESMA, regulation, leverage, margin, retail clients, professional clients, and many, many more. Let's have a nice start like every day, and let's have a nice and warm welcome to Michael. Hi, Michael.
Good afternoon, Jens. Thank you very much for your lovely introduction and welcome. Welcome to the Admiral Markets special. In this webinar, we will cover the new regulation by ESMA. We'll see what the difference between retail and professional clients are, and also we'll talk about the new leverage and margin requirements. If you have traded Forex in the past or watched any of our trading Forex and CFDs related webinars, you should know that first, we must absolutely go through the risk disclaimer. Please remember that trading Forex and CFDs are the trading of leverage products that carries a high level of risk and is not suitable for all the investors. If you would like to receive further information, please refer to our website, or you can talk to any of our account managers who will be able to help you with all the necessary information dedicated to risk. As mentioned by Jens, my name is Michael Onhoff, and I'm live with you from our office in Estonia. And with me today, our great colleague Jens Schanowski, Admiral Markets Group Management Board member. If you would like to receive further information about things happening at Admiral Markets, if you're interested in trading, learning how to trade, please tune in to our daily trading ideas webinars. You can watch them live, or you can also look at all the videos uploaded to our global YouTube channels. Real-time daily trading ideas webinars, this is where professional day traders talk about their trading ideas and show everything live. If this is not enough reason for you, here are some more reasons to choose Admiral Markets. Of course, we offer best index offering on DAX 30. Our typical spread is 0.8 points during the main trading hours. We offer 2 trading platforms, MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, and of course our award-winning plugin code Supreme is available for all of those platforms. If you are interested about our main selling points, our main advantages, again, you can read them all on the website, or you can contact any of our account managers through either phone, email, or any social media of your choice, actually. We're always there for you to answer all of the questions that might arise. But let's get down to business. We're here today to talk about the new CFD regulation imposed by ESMA. First of all, who's ESMA? ESMA is the European Securities and Markets Authority, and it has released a new regulation for all the CFD brokers in the European Union. If you're trading with a broker in the European Union and your broker is licensed, this affects you. The new regulation applies to all the retail clients who are customers of a European Union regulated broker. So the new regulation will be effective starting from the 1st of August. It is expected that brokers will start the implementation a little bit early, just to have, a nice head start. Admiral Markets in particular has decided to start on Monday the 30th, which is today. And the presentation will focus on the new main regulatory aspects, and we don't claim that it's going to be featuring complete information. If you have any questions, you can ask them during this webinar, or you can also refer to our website or to any of our account managers.
So Michael and me will play a little bit ping pong. Some parts will be presented by Michael, some of my side. So the time is now. From today, if you are a retail client, and that is the default. So if you didn't apply for getting the professional client status, you will be a retail client, and the new leverage will be looking like that. So if you trade before the DAX 30, one contract, we have here an example with 12,000 points of the DAX. You just need it with a leverage of 500, just 24 euros for your margin requirements. Now, new, the maximum leverage is just 20 for index CFD. So that means for the same trade of just one lot, you will need 600 euro for margin requirements. Big difference, and I guess this picture it shows it much better like any other words. Same with euro dollar. If you traded one lot or one contract euro dollar so far, you need just with a leverage of 500, 200 euro, and you, because here the maximum leverage will be 30, you would need 3,333 euro. Still you can trade, still you can go long and you can go short, but maybe you need now as a retail client much more capital on your trading account like before. Back to Michael.
So let's look at the next slide, because this slide will show the options that our clients and clients of any other regulated brokers has. ESMA allows recategorization of customers as professional clients if certain criteria are met. If you would like to become a professional client and trade with no leverage restrictions, have access to bonus programs and special offers, and you can apply for a professional client status. Of course, you will need to make an application for us to review it. If you're happy to trade with 1 to 30 maximum leverage and be categorized as a retail client, you don't have to do anything. If you haven't done anything by now, you are the retail client. Before we look at how this will affect your trading style, perhaps Jens would like to add something to this particular slide.
So retail clients will get European-wide and unlimited protection against negative balances. What is a big, big benefit? Professional clients will not get that by regulation, but some brokers, and of course Admiral Markets is one of them, have an additional protection for you. We call it negative balance protection policy. So even if you're a professional client, you will get a great protection up to 50,000 British pound, what is round about 70,000 euro. Our policy, our protection against negative balances through CFD trading. If you're not trading with Admiral Markets, check out if your broker offers something like that. Some do it, but not the majority. So it's a big benefit, a big plus by Admiral Markets to offer such professional client protection against negative balances.
Of course, when something as important as your leverage and margin changes, it will definitely affect your trading style. So let's look at how the new regulation will affect it. Well, first of all, you need to pay more attention to avoiding a stop out. We've been sending out numerous emails and gave all our customer service staff extensive information in order to inform all our clients on how everything is going to change from this Monday. Because if your leverage becomes smaller, you're automatically required to have more margin in your account in order to keep your positions open. If you don't have enough margin, you'll be stopped out. What is a stop out? Well, stop out is a safety device for your account which prevents you from going into debt and losses threaten to become greater than your account capital. So make sure that for the first few weeks or even the first few months you pay particular attention to your stop out levels, because it's going to be a lot easier to get a stop out with smaller margin than it used to be, with smaller leverage, than it used to be in the past with greater leverage. Also, you must ensure you have adequate capital and proper risk management for your funds. Why do you need adequate capital? You need adequate capital because if your leverage goes down, your margin will go up. And for that, you will require adequate capital to sustain all of your open positions. Also, please make sure that whatever funds you put up for trading that you can afford to lose it as an investment. And based on your limited experience with the size of the positions, leverage, and stop losses, make sure that your portfolio can absorb a string of 5 to 15 losses in a row, and you will still have a high percentage of your capital left. Now, Jens has huge experience with Forex and CFDs trading. Perhaps he will be able to add a little bit to this very important information.
So, like you hear from my accent, I'm German, so let's be German. What is the English word? Now I want to play the German guy. The precise, well, that was on my tongue. Let's be German position. So the stop out level was before, until last Friday, 30% usually at Admiral Markets. Now that new stop out rule is also affected by the ESMA regulation, will be minimum 50% at all brokers in the European Union. So the new stop out is a little bit above what it was before. For retail clients, 50%. For professional clients, again, nothing changed. For professional clients, still the stop out will be at 30% level. And yeah, if you say maybe you are like to be a retail client because it will be unlimited protection, it's a good choice to be like that. But maybe your trading style will then change because, yeah, if you like to trade like before, maybe you need to trade smaller volumes. Maybe you traded in the past 2-3 lots of euro dollar, or maybe 5 or 10 contracts of DAX. With new margin requirements, maybe you can just trade, I don't know, 0.5 contracts of DAX, and maybe also, don't know, just a stupid example, 0.3 lots of euro dollar. And of course, then you cannot make so much potential profit. The leverage effect multiplies your potential profit, but also the potential loss. So both will be limited, and it's your choice if you like to do so. Or maybe, if it's possible for you, you send more trading capital to your account, or you try to apply for professional client status if it fits to you. And we come to the next slide, the advantages of being a professional client.
So the main advantages are that you will be able, of course, to trade with higher leverage. You have been trading with a leverage of 1 to 500, you will be able to continue doing so. If you want leverage of 1 to 200, also available. 1 to 100, go right ahead. But if you are not a professional client, your maximum available leverage will only be 1 to 30. So, advantages of a professional client: higher leverage, lower margin, you will have access to the wide range of instruments, and your negative account balance protection policy will be limited to 50,000 British pounds. So what are the disadvantages of a professional client? Because if there's anything good, there's also has to be something bad. There's no sweet without the sour. If you're a professional client, you agree to waive some of the protections. Mainly it affects our execution rules, according to which not the overall price, but other factors may be prioritized. The latter has no direct impact on your trading, but may influence our arguments in case of disputes, concerning order execution. And of course, if you are a professional client, you agree to communicate to us as a market professional. We'll be able to use more sophisticated language when we communicate with you, because we'll be communicating to you as a professional to a professional. So what if you're a retail client? What are the main advantages of that? Well, if you're a retail client, you benefit from 100 negative account balance protection. The new obligatory negative balance protection prevents your account balance from sliding to a negative amount by trading, and there is no cap on your negative account balance protection if you are a retail client. The disadvantages of being a retail client, of course, and we could not stress this enough. We've talked about it in the previous webinars, we've talked about it extensively during this webinar, but the main disadvantage of being a retail client is 30-to-1 leverage for major currency pairs. For all other instruments, it's even lower. It's 20-to-1 for non-major currency pairs, gold and major indices. It's 10-to-1 for commodities other than gold and non-major equity indices. 5-to-1 for individual equities and other reference values. and 2-to-1 for cryptocurrencies and CFDs. Those are the new leverage for all the retail clients.
Yeah, and we cannot say it more than one time or more than enough. The leverage effect is called also as one of the world wonders. A high leverage gives you a high potential for high profits, but also a high level or high chance for high losses. It always goes hand in hand. That's why the new ESMA regulation comes into force, because in the view of the ESMA, a too high leverage is too dangerous for unexperienced clients. So a retail client who is not that experienced should trade as a retail client, and only if you are an active professional client who knows about the risk should think about to apply for the professional client status. Both are fine. It's just different options for different traders. Every trader is unique, and we like to inform about all the new options here in that webinar, no more, no less. So, but if you decide to be, hey, I'm active, I know the risk, I know the chances, and I like to apply for professional client status, now we're coming to the part how to do that technically.
Okay, so if you would like to be a professional client and trade with the existing high leverage, you must qualify for this status. You need to apply and you need to qualify. So what do you need to be in order to qualify for a professional trader? You must have sufficient trading expertise and sufficient trading experience. If you have traded leverage products with Admiral Markets or any other service provider at an average frequency of 10 orders per quarter over the previous 4 quarters, so over the previous year, with a nominal value of orders typically exceeding 20,000 euros, you satisfy one of those 3 criteria, and you need to satisfy 2 out of 3 in order to be eligible for a professional status. So sufficient trading experience is number 1. If you trade with Admiral Markets, you can send a statement to your account manager from the previous year. The second one is the size of the financial instrument portfolio. If your financial instrument portfolio exceeds €500,000, so 500,000 euros, with Admiral Markets or any other service provider, and you will be able to send the statements to prove this, you have qualified for criteria number 2. And the third criteria is a sufficient knowledge by working or having worked in the financial sector for at least 1 year in a professional position, which requires knowledge of CFDs and Forex trading, so banking, investment sector, or independent professional experience. When it comes to independent professional experience, it's always good to see if there's anything you can prove which can be viewed as independent professional experience. If you have attended training schools, training courses that issue certificates, so you received education from certified educational centers, send this information to your account manager as well. There can't be any promises, but our compliance department will look at your documentation, will look at your certificates, and will see if you are satisfying the criteria for a professional client. So you need to meet 2 criteria out of 3. You must have the sufficient trading experience, you must have a financial portfolio of €500,000 or more, or have sufficient knowledge of trading.
Absolutely. And one of the most frequently asked questions we are getting the last weeks is, hey, will that criteria will fit? Is that good enough or not? So many questions about that. And there we will really review case by case. So if you are unsure, just contact your account manager and we are really happy to help you. One example, what quite often come to us, for example, I'm already getting the professional client status at broker X, but I like to have 2 or 3 trading accounts because trading is my life. So if you already get classified by broker X and you also want to have the same at Admiral Markets, just send us email confirmation or whatever you get from that broker, and everything like that will help us, our compliance department, to get also the status for you. But yeah, case by case, in any question, maybe direct contact to your account manager is best what you can do. And also, if you do nothing, you will be, as a default, a retail client with maximum leverage of 30 for Forex majors and for 20 for index CFDs, for example. If you will read more details about that, or if you forget how to apply and stuff like that, here you will find 2 links how to go ahead. So we have an information area on our webpage, admiralmarkets.com/admiralmarketspro, or our client portal called Traders Room, where you could apply to get the status and you get all the criteria again. Everything, of course, online available at admiralmarkets.com or your local webpage if your main language is not English. We are an international broker. We have many, many services in German, in French, in Spanish, and I guess 18 languages more. Back to Michael.
In conclusion, with the new ESMA regulation policy, major changes will occur or already occurred if you are an Admiral Markets client. At Admiral Markets, all the changes occurred today. So what are the changes? If your application to become a professional client is successful, you will be able to continue trading with the leverage of 1 to 500 and less, but without some protection by the official regulation. When it comes to the protection you're waiving, is you will have limited negative balance protection policy, and you will be communicated to by Admiral Markets as a market professional. If you continue trading as a retail client, you will get the benefit of 100% negative balance protection, but you will have to adapt your trading style to the new leverage applied to Forex and CFDs products, which may imply the need for higher account balance. As your broker, Admiral Markets will help you during the entire process, whatever your needs are. So right now we're meeting with you at the special GoToWebinar platform. If you have any questions, you need some extra information, please go to any of our websites, which are available in, I think, more than 15 different languages. We have all the information there, plus phone numbers, email addresses, and live chat, which is operated by our employees during the office hours. You'll be able to ask whatever questions you want about all the new changes imposed by ESMA. So right now, we will be able to look at the frequently asked questions, and Jens will also review if there were any questions asked by during our webinar, and we'll be able to answer all those questions in real time.
Absolutely. So join the live situation. If you have any questions about ESMA, about retail terms, professional terms, margin requirements, whatever you have in your mind, please use your time now. Type it down live in the webinar. And if it comes to your mind later, then contact your local account manager. And because maybe you need 1 or 2 minutes to type down something, speaking is only allowed here in the live webinar for the 2 moderators, because we have hundreds or dozens of live participants. With background noise, it will be too bad. So please type it down. And if it's a question regarding for the whole audience, we will read it out loud and answer it directly. And yeah, 1 or 2 minutes maybe you need. That's why the time where we show you also where you can find the frequently asked questions about ESMA and retail professional terms on our webpage. So admiralmarkets.com is always a start. And then if you go to education area, you will find the FAQ, frequently asked questions. And we have added a couple of weeks ago a part for ESMA or retail and professional clients. And maybe let's fly over it and let's see what is really, really important. And I can also answer here, maybe with some more details, and then we will review the live questions which came in this live webinar. So one of the questions are, I'm located in Switzerland, and Switzerland is not a part of European Union. Will this retail client rules affect also to me? Good question. It's not that important for the ESMA regulation. Where is your main residence is the official answer. It depends if your broker, where you have your trading account, is regulated inside the European Union. So if you are a client of Admiral Markets UK, regulated in the European Union, it will be also affected to you. Doesn't matter if you are residents of Switzerland, out of Europe or not. It depends where your broker is regulated. So also Cyprus is part of European Union, also Estonia, also still United Kingdom. Also lots of questions about Brexit will come next year, what will happen. Nobody can tell you right now every week you will read some news about Brexit, no Brexit, soft Brexit, hard Brexit. Nobody knows right now. But until next year, UK is still a part of European Union. So this new ESMA regulation will also affect United Kingdom regulated brokers. Is Admiral Markets Pro our offer for professional clients an account type, a special account type? No, it's not. It's a special service, and more about that you can read here in our FAQs. And maybe one question what also coming all the time, it's about what are Forex majors, what are not Forex majors. Also that you will find here. Let me find if I see the question or not. But everything is here written down. Where is this question? Oh. I also have to look for it, but yeah, it will be here. And we will take a look now to the questions coming up. It's here. Now I found it. So what are the Forex majors? Forex majors are, for example, Euro dollar, British pound, US dollar, Japanese yen, US dollar, Swiss franc, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and all the cross rates. What are the main index CFDs where you get the maximum leverage of 20? It will be DAX 30, Dow Jones, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Japanese, ASX 200, Stocks 50, FTSE, and CAC 40. And all the others are having a lower leverage of just 10. Also, cryptocurrency was a big hype a couple of months ago. Maximum leverage for all brokers in the whole European Union will be, from now, just 2. So let's take a look to questions coming from the live webinar. Do you pay tax on profit made as a professional client is a question of one live participant here. The answer is no, and I guess also that is written down here on our webpage and in the FAQs. So like all the time in the past and also in the future, Admiral Markets will do no profit taxation for the clients. All clients has to do the independent on their own. So if you get profit, you have to do usually once in a year, or maybe it's different in your country. So you are or how you say it in English, you have to do it on your own. Maybe Michael can help how to say it best in English. So we will do, as a broker, no profit taxation for you. You have to do it on your own.
Actually, Jens was specifically correct. You have to do it on your own is exactly the way we say it in English.
All right. When approved as a professional client trading in the UK, are you going to pay tax? It's the same question. I'm a customer inside the European Union is the next question. Can I trade with a broker outside of the European Union? The official answer is yes. There's no limit by the law that you are not allowed to open a trading account outside of Europe, but usually it could be hard to find. If it's an offshore broker, maybe you have high risks to trade there. Maybe deposit is easy, but maybe withdrawal is not that easy. So if you like to find another broker out of Europe, you can do so, but 100% on your own. In my knowledge, you cannot get any promotion or advertising from offshore brokers in the European Union. So usually the default should be look for a broker inside the European Union. Maybe you don't like the regulation, and maybe some brokers will not do too, but maybe there's some sense behind it. So if you are a starter, maybe it's good to start with a lower leverage, and then after a while, if you get experience and maybe could know about the risks and could trade like a pro, then after a while you check out if you can apply for professional client status, but still in the European Union. And if you think about other options, I believe the best thing what you can do is an open discussion with your account manager. Maybe there are some options what the account manager can offer to you if you use your personal case. That is the conclusion I can give to you if you think about other options. Are there special cases for some countries like Poland or Germany? Because there was regulation already happened a couple of years ago, is a question of one participant. The answer is usually the whole ESMA regulation should be applied for all countries in the European Union. Maybe there are some countries which even have stricter limits, like maybe French or Poland or whatever. In that case, maybe contact also again your local national customer support. So if it's about French or is it about Poland or Germany, the German team, the French team, and the Polish team from Admiral Markets can give you a more detailed answer about that. But minimum regulation will be in all European countries, EU countries, the same like now by ESMA published. So, and maybe we can coming back to our slides because this was just the first slide. The first webinar, I would say, and the next coming already on Wednesday, 1st of August at 10 o'clock German time or 11 EET time zone. Second special, trading strategies after ESMA. Today was more about Q&As and what's new and what are the options. And the second one will be about how to trade now with a lower leverage. I know how to trade with a high leverage of 100 or 500, whatever you choose so far. And now about trading strategies. Maybe I was a short-term trader and I just have an open position for 5 or 10 minutes. Now, because of the new regulation, maybe I need to review that and maybe my new strategy could be open positions for a couple of hours or a couple of days. And many, many more stuff. It's called Day Trading Live with new leverage and new ESMA regulation. Wednesday in 2 days, 1st of August, and I hope to see you all again. If your time don't allow you to take a part live, then of course, usually a couple of hours later, it will be also recorded, available in our YouTube channel, and you can see it as a recorded video as often like you want to do. Same like with our now live webinar. Thank you for your participation. And yeah, if Michael has nothing to add, I thank you a lot and hope to see you all again in 2 days, Wednesday to second special Day Trading Live with new leverage.
Thank you much, everybody. Thank you, Jens. I wish you all a great and profitable week. It's been nice having you here. Thank you very much and see you soon.
Bye-bye.